Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a review of the Colourpop's new Making Mauves palette. I call it Mauves, but that is like the official correction of the word. And this is the palette, you guys. It is a very muted purple palette. Like if you like subtle and not huge on full-blown colors, this is perfect for you. I actually love the looks that I created today with this palette. I forgot to mention later on in the video, you guys, my waterline. I have Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner. And this is in the color Amethyst. So I have this in my waterline and then a little bit below. That's why that purple just like looks so dark, because of this. Because I put that and then on top of that I added the other one. So let me do some swatches here for you guys. So we're going to start with the first color, which is R&R right here. And then I'll go across till I get to the last color. R&R is the lightest one in here. It is like a very muted blush. It looks like a blushy pink. Look at this is the second swatch. It is pretty light. I don't see myself using that color. But maybe as a concealer like setting base, that's a perfect color, or somebody lighter than me. I don't feel my skin tone would match really good with that one. So next to that one we have Solitaire. Solitaire I do see myself using. It's very pretty. Next to that, Big Mauves. This one's so pretty. Look at that one. Oh my god, you guys. I'm in love with that color. Next row, Bi-Coastal Fur Shimmer. Look at that. Isn't that blinding? That's blinding shimmer, man. I didn't get to use that one today. A la Mode, which is in almost all of the pretty much the second color that I used. Very pretty. It's like a really purple pink, but like on the metallic side, if that makes sense. Mauve on Top. I use this color as my inner corner highlight. Just look at that. That's so beautiful. Next row. Tongue Tied is my transition shade that I use. It is a matte with shimmer. And you guys can't really see it, but it is a very pretty... Look at that. I'm hoping you guys can see it right. It is like it's basically a mauve to me. That's what a mauve is. It's like this muted. I'm hoping you guys can see that, because it is a very pretty color. I use that as my transition right here above my eyebrow and then into my crease, and it's a very pretty color. Next up we have Marquee. Marquee is the darkest one in this palette. This one is a plummy purple. It looks chalky on my arm, but it actually isn't. I think you just have to build it up, and because I had no problems with it. So, but everybody's different. You know how people see that. It's a very pretty purple. I put that right here and then underneath my eye. Next to that we have Big Fig, and this is the last color in here. And look how pretty Big Fig is. That is a very pretty plummy, like muted purple. I love that one. I didn't get to use that one today, but that's something I would definitely use. I would definitely use that color. I say it later on that I see myself using every single color in here except for R&R because it's the lightest one. But everything in here for my skin tone, totally workable. So I also got the Super Shock shadows, you guys. Merci Bouquet Super Shock Shadow Duo, and it comes with two. Comes with this purple tone one that I did use. I did actually use both of these in my tutorial. So this is the Boomer one. It is a purple. And I'll just swatch that on my right here so you guys can see. It's like a very pretty purple. I used both of those today, so it's like, they're nice. I mean, if you guys had to get anything from that collection, I would say the palette and these two Super Shocks, because they're flipping nice. They're nice. This is the Day Trippin', and Day Trippin' is just this very light lilac. You guys see that little reflect right there? It's a very nice color too. I use that as my first inner eye corner, and then I couldn't get it to really pop the way I want to, so I had to go over with another color in the palette, which you guys will see later on if you guys watch the video. I also have the two blushes. This one's called Coast to Coast, which I have no blush on, so I do plan on using one. I have no blushes and no lipstick for that reason. You know what, you guys? I got this in the mail, and I just noticed that Colourpop, like, I don't want to say they messed it up. The flower print that's supposed to be in here is supposed to be facing upward, and look what they did to me. It's facing to the side, like somebody just like laid it down. And in the end, it doesn't really matter because, let's be honest, it's going to eventually rub off, and it's not going to make a dang difference if it's on there or not correctly. So I really don't care about that. So that is the Coast to Coast one, and this one is the Catch My Vibe. Now, I don't see myself using Catch My Vibe, honestly. But I got it because as it was like cheaper to get the whole collection instead of just buying them separately, because I usually just buy them separately, and I was like, oh. I mean, it looks cute, but in person it actually looks like this muted pink. So I actually don't know which one of these would work better for my skin tone, which is why I want to try one to see. I'm kind of afraid they won't show up at all, or they'll just be like this subtle in the background blush. And I am the type of person that I like my blushes to pop off of my face. That's just how I am. So let me get a brush and let me try one of these on. I'm going to go in on the Catch My Vibe one. Maybe that one will work. And it does have a mirror. It's an eyeball mirror. You guys already know, like, you can see just this part of your face. So this one actually did come with the flower okay on there. The flower is fixed, but well, it's not that bad. It actually does show up. I was like thinking, oh my god, it's not going to show up on my face. This is actually nice. I like that one. I actually like that one. So let me swatch the other one on my other cheek. So just so you guys can get to, see both sides. I don't really care. I'll go buff him out later on. It doesn't matter to me. Looking like a weirdo, right? One cheek, one cheek's gonna be more pinkish than the other. So let me go in with Coast to Coast on this cheek right here. Yeah, this one doesn't. Oh my god, no. This one is more like a down tone of it. It's not bad. They're both nice. They're really, really nice. They're not bad, actually. This one, it's more like in the background. So I think if I was going like softer glam for me, you definitely go with this one. If you're going for a soft glam look, go Coast to Coast. If you're like me and you just want to be like this 80 chick, just pop, go for Catch My Vibe. And it definitely, Catch My Vibe is like it's not as muted. I'm hoping you guys can see, like, it's there, but it's not like super magenta pink. It's just this really pale rose, but you can still see it. And then this side is just like this soft glam mauve purple on it. It's very pretty. I like both of them though. But definitely I'm going to mix some of these two to make it like even on my cheek. Because right now, you guys, I probably look like a weirdo with two different colored cheeks. That's better. And there is a little plastic covering the mirror right here, which I won't take off. I think I like Coast to Coast better, you guys. I don't know why. I just like that mauve. It fits in perfectly with this collection. Catch My Vibe, not so much. It's more of like a pink. It's not more of a mauve. They would have just kept this one. I think the whole aesthetic would have just like, wow, this is like a collection. And it's got a mauve blush even, That's just my opinion, though. I do like the packaging on these blushes, though. They're really cute. Probably not the plasticky part of it, but they are pretty. It's got a really nice design. So these are the two glosses, you guys. Ultra Luxe Gloss. I have several of their glosses actually. I bought the last collection and then I bought pretty much any of the collections that they come up with. I gave like, what was it, 3 or 4 away, something like that, one of my giveaways. And I'm hoping the ladies who won love those glosses because they're actually not a bad formula. They are kind of on the sticky side, but not like uncomfortably sticky. It's more like it's just there. But it doesn't bother me, so I don't know. It just depends on you. Definitely not those smoothing type of ones like Jeffree Star's. Definitely not that type of lip gloss. But it's not uncomfortable, so I don't really care. Okay, so these are the glosses right here. Both of them have shimmer glitter. Okay, I don't know if anybody's mentioned that in videos, but Figgy With It and Check In. Figgy With It is something that I would lean more towards, but like I said, they came as a set and it was just cheaper to buy the set than buy them separately. I was like, okay, I'll just buy both because you can still use this one. Let me do some lip swatches for you guys and then I'll do the whole look later on. So let me do Check In first. Ooh, it smells nice. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells like pretty. So yeah, definitely when you put your lips together, you can feel the like the little tacky sticky that lip gloss. Sometimes lip gloss will have, not all lip glosses, of course. In this case, you feel it. You feel the stickiness, but it's not uncomfortable. I tend to think that this Dova applicator like puts too much on there, and that's why it feels like that. That's why after I put it on, I usually go to take some of it off. And I just keep on rubbing as much off as I can till I get it to the consistency I want. But this is the color right here. And of course on my lips, doesn't really make a difference. You can't really see it. It just makes it look like shimmery. That's it. I don't need to tell you guys, I have pigmented lips, so my lips are naturally brown, so anything I put on top of there don't really help me. That's why I always need a lip liner for these things. Okay, I have that one off. And it definitely, after you take them off, because I just used like a makeup wipe, and I still feel that moisturizing, I don't want to say residue, because residue is kind of like an evil word to me. It makes it sound like it's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. But you definitely still feel like you have some stuff left. Some stickiness. But it's not like in a bad way. I don't know, you guys. I'm not like high maintenance to my expectations of things. So it has to be really horrible for me to tell you. It's horrible. So this is Figgy With It. Definitely Figgy With It is my more favorite of the two. And that's only because Figgy is darker. So I tend to go for darker colors. And like I said, like I saw this color on other YouTubers who were lighter skin tone than me. And this looked like a very pale purple across their lips. It was very pretty. Honestly. But on me, nothing. Nothing. Because nothing, you guys. It doesn't do anything. So if you're like me and you have pigmented lips, whether, you know, I don't care what skin tone you are, but if you have pigmented lips, this is not going to show up on you. But you look up on YouTube, look up swatches of these on some of my porcelain ladies. Like lighter skin tone, like it looks so beautiful on them. It just looks like this very pale, glowy rose, like purple. Just doesn't work for me, you guys. It doesn't work for me, but let's make it work. I got my lip liner here. Come on, let's make this work right here. And that's definitely how I would normally wear it, you guys. I would normally go. This is just my Ulta automatic lip liner in Orchid. You guys should know I've used it already several times. So this is how I would normally wear it, with the lip liner and the gloss. That's for all my glosses from Colourpop. I always wear like a lip liner with it because it just makes it pop more on my pigmented lip. Okay, you guys, for comparisons, I just have my Flutterby palette. I know some people were thinking that it was close to what Flutterby is, but to me, they don't look the same at all. There are some similar colors in here, actually, but not a whole lot of difference. So, for example, here looks sort of similar to Wild Wing right here. So, let me swatch those bows, and then we'll swatch those on my arm to see the difference. So definitely one is lighter than the other. This one is the Wild Wing from the Flutterby, and this is Big Mauves from the Making Mauves. My Butterfly Effect palette from Colourpop, that did remind me of a shimmer in here, so I want to do a swatch comparison of that. So it reminded me of the Mauve on top, the one that I used as my inner corner highlight. So this is the Mauve on top right here, and this is the one that's called Sugar Sugar in the Butterfly Effect palette. So let me swatch those for you guys. Let me swatch Mauve on top first, and then we'll swatch Sugar Sugar to see if they're comparable. And right now you cannot, I mean, yeah, they are very similar, but they're actually at least a tone, 2-3 tones away from each other. They're not, this one is more of like a champagne-y. This is definitely, this first one from Making Mauves is definitely on the mauve side. It's the purple side. So yeah, there is a difference between those two. And then I had Mariposa in here, which I thought it was very similar to Big Fig in here. But it's actually not, because Big Fig has no glitter in it, and this one does. Mariposa does. So they're actually very different. I think the undertone may be more compared to them, but it's like, I won't even bother swatching those because I know they don't look alike at all. Now, let me see. I have this one in here too that's called I See You. And I thought it was very similar to Marquee in here. So I do want to swatch those for you guys just so we can see if they are comparable. And already on my fingers I can tell that they're not. Because one is definitely, this is from Making Mauve. So you can tell this is on the purple side and this is more brown. So they are different. Definitely snag this palette up if you guys like purples. I feel like as a muted purple palette, this is very beautiful. I mean, like, I love the look I created, and I'm not regretting buying this thing anyway. So that's it for the comparisons anyways. For the collection, you guys, I'm done with the swatches and everything. I didn't get to put a highlighter, so definitely I will probably be using this as a highlighter. That's just a heads up, but that's it. If you guys want to see how I created this look today, just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, the first color I'm going in on is called Tongue Tied, and it is this color right here. I would describe it as like a light brown purple almost, and it has glitter in it. And then, of course, this doesn't have a mirror, so let me get a mirror because I'm over here trying to look in the little thing right there. I love this color. Is the only thing that I would have complained to this is that there's quite a bit of fallout in the pan. Not really important to me, but I'm just putting it out there that if you're going to go in on this, I would say tap it really lightly, because just doing this is picking up so much in the pan. So definitely don't go all like some people do. But it's a very subtle color. You guys, if anybody is interested in this palette, if you were the type of person that doesn't like a whole lot of color, just like muted, basically muted purple. This is what this palette reminds me of. Muted purples and some nudes in there. Perfect for someone like that who doesn't like It's My Pleasure, for example, or I Lilac You a Lot one. That one is more purple, like pastel, and the It's My Pleasure is like full on purple, dark purples. This one takes basically the light of both of those palettes and just smushes into one. It fits in perfectly with the Blush Crush and the Nude Mood one. That whole aesthetic, it just fits in perfect in there. For my next color, I used my finger for this one. Sorry you guys, it's got like a lot of fall on there. It's called A la Mode, and it is this very foil pinkish purple right here in the middle. This one, this berry tone. The only thing I have to complain about this is that the formula is, it feels different the way when you put it on your eye. It's sort of like I had to work it up. But it looks darker in the pan than when it does when you swatch it on your eye. It actually has this very blush pink to it. It does not look as dark as it does in the pan. Definitely no. Not even on my lid. Look, it just comes out like this very subtle pink, which is not bad. Like I said, if you don't like a lot of color, this is perfect. This palette is perfect for you. I'm filming this in my living room, and it's pretty early morning. The kids just woke up, and I'm trying to do this because I didn't want to. I usually do it in the afternoon time, like right around 4 or 5 o'clock. But there's just so much going on right now with all the kids that it's just really impossible. And then today's the first day I thought, I'll do it in the morning. Like, as soon as they get up, I'll tell everybody stay in the rooms, and I'll just record this real quick. Because it doesn't really take me that long. I did the majority when I first woke up, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then they started waking up right around 8:30, right around when I started setting everything up. So I was like, oh my God, you guys got to stay. I didn't count on you guys waking up that early. They've been waking up pretty late. I mean, I didn't count on them waking up that early. I was like, really, you guys? You guys been working up every day right around 9:30, 10. Now all of a sudden I try to like do a video. You guys want to wake up early? Like, she's over there complaining, but her sister's with her. She has her other brother and her brother and her other sister. She's not alone, guys. She just doesn't like being enclosed. That's what it is. She wants the freedom to walk and do whatever she wants. She's one. It's just understandable. That's how they are at that age. So for my next color that I used the Super Shock shadows. I used both of them actually. The Merci Beaucoup bouquet. It's bouquet, but you know, I'm so used to saying Merci Beaucoup. But I did use that purple in there. So they come like this. And then this one is the one that I used. You can't see it a whole lot on my eye. I just mostly used it as like an undertone base to that other color that I'm going to use later. So I just tapped it in right here. I did use my hand, my finger I mean. So let me use my other finger so it doesn't disturb, so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. But I just put it right here towards the middle and out towards the outer corner right there. I just basically like tapped it in. I love Super Shocks, you guys. I don't own a lot of them because I find it so hard to incorporate into my look when I'm trying to like do my makeup. I totally forget that I have them. Like, oh, I gotta use that Super Shock. So I try not to buy them because I know they dry out. The formula does, so I try not to buy them a lot. But when I saw this collection, I was like, God, I gotta buy those Super Shocks. They're so pretty. They have this shimmer to it, and I just love those shimmers. I just can't say no to shimmers, you guys. I love shimmers on top of everything. Duochromes, like with glitter. Oh my God. And not everybody likes those glitters. I get it, but I love them. I don't use them all the time, of course. So I just did that with that one. And then I went on and used this. Hold on, you guys. I used this color in here called Marquee. And it is this very deep purple tone. And I just used that on a round crease brush right here. And I just like, I barely tapped it in that corner right there. So I still retained most of that Super Shock right here. You just can't really see it. I'm pretty sure when I close you guys up, you guys will be able to see it. But for right now, you guys can't really see it. Because on the other side, see, I just tapped it in right here. And I didn't really, I did like maybe a little bit towards the middle of my eye. I didn't do it all the way like I usually do it. I just wanted to darken that outer corner. For my bottom lid, I used that same dark purple marquee. And I just put it right here. So I was like connecting it to that corner right there. And just bringing it out underneath my eye. And I did experience a little bit of fallout in the pan with this marquee color as well. Nothing on my face, thankfully. And then I use that same brush to bring it right there in the middle, like I said earlier. It's like a little bit above my crease. I didn't go on my crease. I went a little bit above the crease and I just went halfway like that. And I left it like that. And then later on I used my other first initial color to like buff that out so it's not so harsh right there. So let me use that first initial color, Tongue Tied. And then I just for my inner corner, you guys, I first went on with that Super Shock shadow, the one that's called Day Trippin'. That's the lightest one. I forgot to tell you the name of the other one. The other one that I use, that purple, is called Bloomer. And this one is just like a lilac color. It's very pretty. It's just that when I put it on my eye, it gave like a shimmer, but it didn't give like that pop that I usually love. I usually go for that pop. You guys know, you should know by now. But it didn't give that initial pop that I like. Like it's a very, you can see it, but it's not boom. So I ended up just tapping a little bit on there, and then I went on with another color over that because I noticed that the one that I used at the end was more to my liking. It's not that this is bad, it's just I want it to more. I want it to like boom in your face. So the one that I used right here is called Mauve on Top, or Mauve on Top. I always call it Mauve. You guys, I don't know why. I think it's just a personal preference, how you want to say it. I know it's Mauve, but I always called it Mauve. I don't know. So this one's called Mauve on Top, and it's right here. It's a shimmer. There are no glitters in here besides the glitter in the palette, so like in the shadows, which is just this one. These are all shimmers. That's like a metallic foil shimmer. That one is pretty similar to that, and that's like a full-on shimmer. Everything else in here, that's a matte, 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 matte. And I believe, yeah, that's a matte with glitter. These two are matte with glitters. Pretty simple, you guys, with these. So I just took a little bit right here. It's very foiled. Like I said, it's like metallic foil, these ones. Those two right there. And that's why I went for this one better in the end, because I was like, ooh, this one gives like a real good pop on it. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me do my eyeliner and my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, this is the finished eye look. I didn't do my wing that I normally do, but you guys can see it's very pretty, you guys. Yeah, so let me back you guys out and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, this palette, I love this palette. I do, because it is simple. It doesn't have a whole lot of color. If you're ever going, because there's days, obviously, I don't tend to go for nudes, but this is not nude to me. This is more of like a muted purple palette, which I love purple in all its forms. I do tend to go for nudes some days, not all the time, but there are days where I don't want a whole lot of color, or I just don't want a whole lot of makeup on my face, and those are the days that I grab my palettes like this. Now, if I had to choose between the, what is that one called? Nude Mood and the Blush Crush, I choose the Blush Crush because I just tend to like pinks more than browns and stuff like that. But both of them are equally nice, and I just think this one complements those two so well. Yeah, just be careful with the fallout, because that one has a lot of fallout. That one has a lot of fallout. I didn't have any problems with those. I probably wouldn't see myself using R&R because it's the very, very lightest shade in here. Big Fig, I would still use that one. I would totally still use that one. R&R is the only one that I don't see myself using. But that's it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And just in case you guys are wondering why I have no lipstick on, it's because I'm waiting for the beginning of the video to show you guys swatches of the lip gloss. So that's it. Till next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.